Hi everybody, it's Donna from Donna's Dreamworks, and I have a little bit of a process video for you today. I have a cricut expression. I also have a gypsy. I also have a cricut air. And I wanted to use one of my, I also have a drawer full of cartridges. And I was on Design Space last week, and I wanted to use one of the images from Life is a Beach. Well, it's not one of the ones that Design Space comes with, but it's a cartridge that I owned. And so I took it out and I plugged it in a little place in the front of the Cricut Explore Air. And of course it came up on the screen that this cartridge has already been linked and cannot be linked again. Well, of course, all of my cartridges were linked to the gypsy because it was the only way you could design before. But I thought, well, gee, they're my cartridges. I registered them. It's my machine. It was my gypsy, and it is my Cricut Explore Air. I should be able to use it. Well, I asked a few questions, and I found out a very simple solution. I probably am the only person on the planet who didn't know this already, but just in case there's one other person who didn't know this, I'm going to show them a very simple way that they can use all of the cartridges that they've already purchased and have linked to a gypsy or to one of their other machines. The first thing you need to do is to open a session of Cricut Craft Room. Now this is the design area that is used for the Cricut expression. I have it here. Now, the biggest thing to remember when you open this Cricut Craft Room is that you need to use the same email and password that you use for your Cricut Design Space. So the email and password must be the same. And you want to sign in. And there I have the Craft Room's site. Up in the left-hand corner under File, you'll see oh no, in the options, I'm sorry, under options, you'll see Link Gypsy. So you're going to press that, and it's going to tell me that I don't have one on. So I've hooked my gypsy up to my computer with its little cord, and I'm now going to turn it on. And in a second it will identify my gypsy. And this is going to sync the cartridges, okay? As you can see now, it's picking up the gypsy that I have attached to the computer. Okay, and here's my gypsy. Now, there are two buttons here, Sync and Uplink. Syncing cartridges. Syncing will download cartridges from your Cricut.com account onto the gypsy. I don't want that. I want all the ones I already linked to the gypsy to go to my Cricut.com account. So I'm going to uplink the cartridges. Uplinking will upload cartridges from your Cricut Gypsy device to your Cricut.com account. So I'm going to press the uplink button, and it's a very short process. And it says done. That's all there is to it. I'm going to close out, and I'm going to close out of Cricut Craft Room. Now I'm going to go to my Cricut Design Space. Okay, now I'm going to open Cricut Design Space. And I'm already signed in, as you can see by my name up here in the left-hand corner. It signs me in automatically because I told it to remember me. So I'm going to say create new project. And I'm going to insert images. And what I'm going to do is ask for cartridges, just so that I can check out. If I check and one of them is there, then chances are all of them are there. And once it lights up here, there is a filter over here on the right hand side. Let me just pan over a little bit, see if we can pick that up. Okay, there's a filter right here that looks like a funnel, and it says ownership. Cricut Access, My Cartridges, Free, and Purchased. I'm going to highlight Purchased. Now this should give me all of the cartridges that I purchased that were in my Gypsy that I have now uploaded into my Cricut account. And you can see they're all here. These are all, now some of these may already be in Cricut Design Space, a lot of them are, but we do know that Life is a Beach was not, and here it is. So now I have all of my images from Life is a Beach available to me by downloading them from the Gypsy and then uploading them into the Cricut account. Now I'll give you a little hint. When I originally did this, I had Cricut Design Space open in the background, and I did all of the Cricut Craft Room and the Gypsy, and then they still weren't in Design Space. You need to be able to sign out and sign in to Cricut Design Space. It sort of is like it has to reboot in order to pick up the new items that are in your Cricut.com account. But once you have re-signed in to Cricut Design Space, you will find all of the cartridges that you had linked to your Gypsy are now here in the Cricut Design Space. So there you go. I'm very happy now. I can use all of the cartridges I already had and paid for, as well as the hundreds and hundreds of other images that are available to me in Cricut Design Space. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section and I'll try the best to answer it. I'm by no means an expert in this, but I thought maybe somebody else could use a little help also. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and I'll see you again later.